Coming to you live from the Flagami Studio in Miami, Florida. Hello, everybody, and I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. From the Flagami Studio, we are live. Welcome, everybody. Still getting used to this. Is only the second time I use StreamYard here, and you know, it's one of those things. You have to get used to them, right? Well, welcome everybody, and greetings, and very very happy right now because we just had this aha moment. By the way, let me know if you can hear me okay. If there's no like noise or anything. Let me monitor myself real quick here. Check. Sounds good on headphones, so we should be all right. And hello, Garces on the road. Hello, all, and happy Mother's Day to all moms in the chat. Absolutely, happy Mother's Day. I'm definitely gonna spend it with mom. Um, yeah, I think we're gonna roast a pork. We're gonna do it at home. We're gonna roast a pork shoulder and yuca, cassava. So there you go. Young Dave, hello, greetings from beautiful Pismo Beach. Hello there. And by the way, we are once again simulcasting to Facebook and Twitter. In Twitter, you can't really comment, but on Facebook, you can comment. So, and let me say it beforehand. If I ignore your comment, don't get mad. I know last week we lost the Patreon because apparently I didn't acknowledge him. I'm sorry about that, but sometimes the chat moves so fast, and it's kind of difficult to keep up. Like for example, Janet Richetti is on Facebook. Hello, all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you too. And I'm gonna 5x5. What do you mean, Mr. CLT in the house? Greetings from West Palm. Did I miss something? But anyway, good sound. Thank you. William Brody says we sound good. Hello, NP Val. Hello, the RV DJ. The bar is officially open. I thought you'd never ask. Let me get my IPA for today. And today we're going back to one of our original favorites from years and years ago. This should be a sponsor. Dogfish Head 90 Minutes IPA. And let me tell you, I got a lot of, I went to the P.O. Box and I got a lot of good stuff from the P.O. Box. So I'm going to be showing them, periodically throughout the live stream. And this one is from David and Marianne Palmer from faithful viewers from New Hampshire, and they wrote me a very nice letter. And it's I guess it could be a coaster. It's but there's a hidden feature here in the back. It's a bottle opener and it's magnetic, so I could just put it on the refrigerator, and this is what I'm gonna use. Is this thing like going down by itself slowly? It is an old microphone stand here, so let's see how this works. I haven't actually used it before. Here we go. Works as advertised. So hello everybody and cheers. Oh, this is delicious. William Oberlander, hello. William Oberlander and Jolly, thank you. Hello there. And let me go down here. So many. It's impossible. It's impossible. What? So what are you cooking for your mother on Sunday? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a pork shoulder, Cuban style, paleta de puerco with yuca, and that's pretty much all we're gonna do. mom is not really into going out to restaurant and all that, so something simple. And then what she wants me to do is to take her out, like go for a drive around town. She doesn't get out much, especially when I'm away. So uh, Cajuns across America, happy Friday, Robert Ely moderators and fellow Pelican heads from Ouray, Colorado. Hello there, Ouray, Colorado. Such a beautiful town, Ouray. And from Dustin Howard, me, my fiance, and are honeymooning to Rocky Mountain National Park and Utah's national parks in the fall, using your videos as a guide. Great choice, beautiful, beautiful area. Um, Jeffrey D. Bartolo, hi Robert and everyone, all hitched up, leaving tomorrow to do some of the Blue Ridge Parkway Natural Bridge to North Carolina. Enjoy. That's my favorite area of the eastern United States. And Natalie Driscoll, welcome to our side of the world, Boise, Idaho, lovely town. I've only been there for like driving around. I haven't really been there, but I hear great things, and I got a good vibe just driving through it. So definitely, we're gonna go there as soon as possible. Hold on. I'm still getting used to. Oh man, the chat is like I'm so behind. But hello, Mark Shackelfold. Shackelfold, yes, for that super chat. Look forward to meeting you on the road to or from Alaska. We are on the way now, stopping much of at the same spots you are. Speaking about Alaska, let me show you something else that I got on the mail. And I have to make sure that I don't show any addresses or anything like that. But this is from Kelly Miller from Point, Texas. Let me show you this. This is so beautiful. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else. And Alex Cruz is sending me Mr. CLT, the 5x5. Rooted in the communication with the military forces throughout World War II to make I understand you perfectly. Okay. That shows you my ignorance of certain things. So this is from Pelican Head, Kelly Miller. And but first of all, there's a super card. So thank you, Kelly, if you're watching. And then I haven't even opened it yet. Maybe I should. Because this is going on the Signpost Forest on the way to Alaska. I'm sure you've heard of that place. It's kind of hard to open right now. I want to keep it like this for the trip, but it's a Pelican, and it says travelingrobert.com on the bottom. Let me see if I should be able to open it to show you guys, because I can see it in person and it looks good, but on camera you can't really tell. Now we have to find a suitable spot, and it even came with 2 screws, so we can. There you go. Look at that. That's awesome. I love it. So thank you, Kelly, for this. And this is gonna go in about 3 weeks. This is gonna be up on the Signpost Forest, and I've got one more thing. Oh, by the way, I also got a letter from Beverly Evans from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So thank you for that letter too. I'm gonna show you. It's Dookie Chips in the house. I want to show you what Dookie Chips sent us. From Irina Quintero. Hey Rob, my camper van is ready to roll. When are you gonna be so we can meet you? Well, we're leaving. Hold on, I'm a little ADD today. This phone, it's anyway. Am I missing something here? So sometimes I dwell too long on some of the comments, and I ignore a lot of things. But I wanted to show you, especially the Pelican for the Signpost Forest. A good Friday evening, Robert and Lily. The flooding on the Mississippi River is ruining a lot of camping plans. So hard to find other sites this late, and I'm sorry to hear that. I know when you get so much snow, right, on the winter. All that snow melt now is probably wreaking havoc. I'm sure it's going to be bad in California too. Need to rent a Mustang from El Mandalorian. Need to rent a Mustang convertible to take mom for a nice cruise, Miami Vice style. Yeah, man, it is the way. It is the way. Garces on the road. The perks of owning an RV. Our house AC is broken and won't be fixed until tomorrow, so we are heading out to camp in the driveway for a couple of nights. Hey, that's how I would do it too. Uh, let me reset the chat here, and for example, here we go from Facebook. And Emond, how do I get your Apple CarPlay podcast? Safe travels and stay safe. On any, you just download it on the podcasts app on your phone. If you have an iPhone, if you have an Android, there's Google Podcasts. There's all kinds of different apps that I use Pocket Casts on my Android, and it works very well. But of course, podcasts are audio only. Although I'm thinking of doing like video podcasts now, YouTube has a podcast feature that I might start using. How are the mods coming up on Minitini 4? Well, I did a couple more, and we'll see, because I put a well, we're gonna see that video not this Sunday, the following one, but I put a second monitor arm for Illy's monitors. I got Illy 2 monitors. They're not very expensive. They're small 1080p monitors, but they work well for what they are. And now I have the small dinette with the 2 poles, and I have these 2 arms, and my only fear is that with all the weight, that table might crack in the middle. So but it's gonna be so much comfortable to work. And now that the last mod that actually I just came up with it today, because a Minitini 4 came with one of those flip down ladders, that they just store behind the door. And it's very good, especially it's very sturdy. But for example, if you park next to a curb and that ladder doesn't go all the way down, you are unable to close the door. And many other issues. Those ladders are great if you're going to be on a perfectly flat campground, but even if you're off level this way, it may not reach the floor. If you're off level this way, you may not be able to close your door. So I was thinking, how do I change it? Well, there's no room down there to put like a regular retractable. So well, you see what we did. The simplest solution is usually the best solution. I just had this aha moment a couple of days, actually a couple of minutes ago, right before this, and we just ordered it on Amazon. We'll see. Speaking of pelicans, there are more here in Pismo that you can share a stick at. Tons of them hanging outside Ventana Grill. Well, yeah, we saw that. From Brandon. Baragri, after many nights staying in your RV, have you ever had to end up staying overnight in a hotel due to unforeseen circumstances? Not yet. Knock on my IKEA desk here, but not yet. I haven't had to stay at a hotel. The last time I stayed at a hotel was when I went to pick up Minitini 2 at the beginning of the pandemic. Everything was shutting down, and I just drove 2 days straight to Indiana with no RV, and I stayed at a was it a Holiday Inn or something like that in Elkhart. Dust Haskins, we camping in the driveway all the time. Love it. Well, we did a lot of fake camping on the driveway at the beginning of the pandemic. Though that March, April, early June of 2020, for sure. Let's take one from Facebook. Kevin Smith. Hey, cheers, Robert. We mixed you in Pigeon Forge by 2 days. Site 143 on the top of the hill was the best. 143. Does anybody remember what 143 meant in beeper talk? By the way, a little bird that told me that it's Dylan Reynolds' birthday today. So let's all sing happy birthday to Dylan. Not today, tomorrow. It's tomorrow. And how do I? Hey, Dylan, are you ready to dance? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dylan. Happy birthday to Raparabam. Dylan is someone we might be visiting later this summer if all goes well. I'm not making any promises, but we're gonna be close. Uh, Jim in DC is here. Happy birthday, Dylan Reynolds. And John de Jong, thank you, Robert. My name is not Dylan. Is your birthday too? I didn't know. Amaranto Cabrera, you're showing your age, man. 143 beeper code was for love. That is true. It meant I love you. You know, it's the love is four letters, U is three, and I is just the one. So yeah, we had beepers and we did all kinds of codes with just numbers. Um, hmm. Get that episode 10 soon. Yeah, episode 10. I just finished it. Actually, I still have Adobe Premiere open here for some reason. Um, yeah, I just finished. Um, I just finished processing it. How can I do this? Huh. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm still trying to figure out. There, that's a still from the Oregon video that I'm just. Oh, let me remove Amaranto here. Hello, from that video that I'm just almost done with. And somebody was asking earlier if I have ever done a video about the process of me editing the videos, and I did a live stream some months back, and yeah, minute, not second. I didn't get it. Young Dave, I got 12 years on you. Oh, Hoodie Lord, thank you for that super chat for your IPA fund. Stays thirsty. Stays thirsty. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, today we're having our 90-minute IPA. Lewis Clark, hello there. Greetings from North Carolina. Are you the best traveling YouTuber I know? Thank you. Thank you, Lewis Clark. Hey, Duke Chips, let me show you what I got. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms and single dads. And let me show you. This is the pièce de résistance. As you probably know by now, Dookie Chips is a very talented at working with wood. That back there he also made. But this is like beyond nice. This is the most beautiful thing. And I will display it proudly at Pelicamp. Take a look at this. This is awesome. This, of course, I mean, it has that the look of like a national park sign or a national forest. Established October 2020. That's when we closed on the property, and yeah, now I have to figure out where to put it at Pelicamp, but definitely in a prominent spot. I'll probably, I mean, maybe I'll put it on a stick by the entrance or by our campsite. Yeah, this is really beyond great. Thank you, thank you. from Mr. and Mrs. Dookie Chips. And everybody say hello to my mom. Greetings. Happy Mother's Day. Love, mom. And mom is here. Yeah. Let me see something here real quick. This is a new Sirius XM. It really wants me to renew my subscription, and I'm probably not going to. Jackie Trujillo, that's neat. Who made it? Dookie Chips here in the chat made it. You're welcome, Robert. We appreciate you. No, thank you so much, and definitely hope to see you on the road sometime again, man. It's oh man, this chat is going so fast. Young Dave, very cool national park style sign. Do you require timed entry permits? Well, I was checking with Yellowstone, which is probably the first one that we're gonna of the big ones that we're gonna visit. And Yellowstone doesn't have right now a timed entry, so no. Now, if you can get and the NPS to kick some funds your way, great sign. Yeah, I know, right? Um, which, by the way, reminds me, my America the Beautiful card is about to expire, so I'll probably buy a new one when we get to Yellowstone. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Uh, Me pica. I'm home waiting for the next adventure. Curious, have they created different moderator levels? I don't know. I don't know why you asked that, Mister Dis Traveler. And let's make Pelicamp a national park. Yeah, right. That would be cool. Oh, maybe not. So my mom is saying happy birthday to Dylan and Robert. Are you having thought of opening your own food business, a restaurant? Maybe no. I thought about it. I almost did actually. In fact, I lost a deposit. I made a deposit on a restaurant many years ago when I was. This must have been 2011 when I was unemployed. I was living full time of the music, not making a whole lot of money because music, you know how it is. But I thought about buying this restaurant. It was more like a cafeteria, but I wanted to make it like into a um, like a wine bar, and I would sing until the wee hours of the night. But then the landlord did not want me to open too late, and there were regulations and stuff. And I'm like, I even got my restaurateur license, but I'm elaborating too much on this, but I'm glad I didn't because when you open a restaurant, it's kind of like you have to be there. It's that kind of job that you cannot go on a long vacation. So don't renew your Sirius subscription at the suggested price. They will offer you a very cheap rate if you say you want to cancel. Yeah, well, they did already. I canceled in Starship. I think they gave me 3 months free or something like that, and then I canceled. And I might renew when I'm like out there, and at some point I thought it actually improved my quality of life, but I mostly listen to Spotify, and now we have Starlink in motion, so we're gonna have internet on the road most of the time. So yeah, we got the crazy expensive dish when Abego put it for me, so I'm very happy about that. The thing that I haven't been able to make work is that Vanguard antenna, and I haven't been able to get a good data plan SIM card on it. So we might rely more heavily on Starlink. We'll see. Mark Jones, Robert, are you still planning on bringing in the Upper Midwest this autumn? A little bit of Michigan for sure. I don't know about um, other areas, but after the Hershey RV show or before, I don't know exactly how long it's going to take me to traverse the continent after Alaska. So So we'll see. From Alan Arballo, thank you for Arballo. Thank you for transporting all of us all over the U.S. No, you're welcome, and thank you for watching. If you guys didn't like it, I wouldn't have any views, and I couldn't make a living doing this, which is what I love. And I want to be honest with you. A couple of days ago, I was a little stressed out, and that's one of the things that this morning I kind of did a. Uh, my meditation, which is running. Actually, I was able to, because I've been walking, but I haven't been running long distance. I was able to run 1 mile today without hardly any discomfort in my ankle, and I'm like, you you no matter how stressed out I may get about things that don't go exactly my way, especially on all this planning for the Alaska trip. Um, and this was actually at this time right now, 6:20 p.m. Eastern. I could be stuck in traffic coming back from downtown, driving through Little Havana, which is like an obstacle course. Let me tell you. So when I put it into that perspective, I'm like, I have no reason to be stressed out or complain, and I have all you guys to thank for that. So yeah, what can I say? Chef Alex at large, after owning a restaurant, I can tell you it's a lot of work. If you enjoy the road, this is not the business. No, I know. Maybe I should get a food truck, right? And go from town to town. Dusty Haskins, having a restaurant definitely has its downfalls. I had to cook last weekend after surgery because we were short staffed, and sat in a chair and made pizzas and salads all day. Well, there you go. William Irizarry. Happy Friday, Robert E. Limon and fellow Pelican heads around the world. Additionally, happy birthday to Dylan Reynolds. Absolutely. And I'm sorry if I neglected the folks from Facebook, but April Benevento, watching on Facebook, thanks for taking us on your travels and inspired me to get a starship of my own. Hey, congratulations. It is a good ship. It's not necessarily the 1701. No, 1706. No, 1706 is my FB. USS Enterprise was what? I'm drawing a blank. Um, Jimmy in the Sea, a mile is great. You're doing well. Baby steps. I don't want to, over strain my ankle and then return to having pain down. In my. I'm so happy that I'm able to walk again and to run again. And Randall Rosa, my wife and I talk about sunsets you are able to capture on your videos. They're amazing. The Boricuas from Tallahassee. Hey, Boricuas from Tallahassee. Cheers. Man, this is good beer. I just love this stuff. The folks in Delaware, if you want to sponsor, hey, sure. Fernando Ferrer, we are all living on the Alaska trip. Looking forward to your beautiful and informative videos. And I can't wait. I'm counting now the days, and I have only made one reservation, and I kind of regret it, but because it's the first place we're gonna stay. Like it's a coveted place, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to make it on time. I don't want to be rushing, but I already made the reservation. Well, again, from Facebook, good evening from Monticello, Kentucky. Enjoy your videos, and also from Facebook. Tyson Sparks, love your videos. Keep on making them. Thank you. And I've said it before. As long as I have my health, oh, look at that new feature I discovered here on this StreamYard. I'm using a new software, but I started using it last week. By the way, but as long as I have my health and the inclination to do it, and as long as you guys watch, I'm gonna keep making videos until I'm in my 80s, probably. James Nolan, thank you for that super chat. I really enjoy watching your adventures. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday to you too. You don't need a food truck. That's what the window in the kitchen is for. Hey, that this new Minitini has a very nice window in the kitchen, so we could do something like that. JJ, hey, now I just started watching your videos. Thank you for introducing IPA beer. I was looking for something different, and wampa, you showed me a great new taste. Well, I'm glad you like them, and Of course, the Belgian Trappist beers were like the gateway drug, if you will. Um, Thank you, Humberto Contreras, for that super chat. And it's our first super chat from Humberto Contreras. So thank you very much. I really, really, really appreciate it. And what can't I see? Huh, that's odd. I cannot see Jen on wheels. But thank you for being a chief Pelican head, a member for 3 months. And he says, woohoo! I might go back to the software I used to do. Well, thank you, Humberto Contreras. And I have to figure that one out. Why can I not see that Gen on Wheels here on my screen so I can put it on the screen for you guys? Um, okay, let's go back to Facebook here. Marlene Cintron, are there RV groups who need a roommate companion to travel? There are several apps where you can find travel companions. Right now, I can't remember them, but yes, they are. There are. Uh, and from Radustoforok, by the way, the Bay of Fundy is penciled in to the return trip from Alaska. Hello, Robert. Last Friday I watched you while driving from Tucson to San Diego. Now I'm back in Canada. Had good cellular service from Verizon and a Walmart family SIM card. Well, there you go. Yeah, Verizon seems to be now, and it's getting better and better. It seems to be almost everywhere. Danny M, thank you for Melissa and Danny from Hialeah. Thank you for that super chat. Hialeah, man. Trip of a lifetime. Robert will be watching and supporting the whole way and watch for Grizzly. Yes, definitely have to watch for Grizzly. In fact, I'm gonna look for Grizzly. Tin Can Carl, Rancho del Carl gets an asphalt milling driveway tomorrow. No more envy of Pelicamp's driveway. Well, if they have any extra millings, send them over my way because the millings in Pelicamp, they're starting to show their age. But and I just spoke to Melvin, and he says like the price of millings has gone like way up. Dylan, question: how's your leg doing? Thank you for asking. The leg is a lot better. Um, in fact, today I was able to run. I mean, I've been able to run for a block or two, but um, this morning I was able to run for a whole mile. And before Alaska, I'm gonna try to push it to 2 miles. We'll see. My standard before the injury was 4 miles, so we'll see. Ann Gibson going to New York City the first week of June to see Barry Manilow. Oh, Mandy, when you take and you gave, and we'll think of you when he sings Copacabana. Her name was Lola. Hey, Barry Manilow, actually, we've seen him twice in concerts. Once was in Las Vegas some time back, and the other one was here in Miami. We heard he was coming, and on a whim, one of those nights, we got tickets. So Sergio Ricardo, thank you for that super chat. Hey, Robert from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Obrigado. Obrigado. Thank you for that super chat. And this traveler says that Verizon is way too expensive. I've switched to Spectrum Mobile. I have saved like $70 a month. Maybe I should try. I'm still on AT&T, on good old AT&T. And Robert, from Adventures of Mark and Sonoko. Robert, after a video driving to the Redwoods, did you have a video from the Redwoods to Coos Bay, Oregon? I couldn't find it. I just finished editing it, so it will be not this. It'll be in 3 weeks. Actually, I'm trying to work ahead to have like 2 or 3 videos ahead of time. So when I leave for Alaska, I don't have to the pressure of releasing a video that same week. So. Aaron Romano, what's the most unsafe you have ever felt walking around the downtown area of a city in your travels? There's a couple of times. Atlanta, Georgia is definitely up there, but it's been a couple of times, yeah, where I'm like, this doesn't seem like the touristy area anymore. Neon Pony, hello there. It's been a while. Popping in to say hello. We'll be at the Boys Thompson Arboretum tomorrow. It's on the way to Miami, Arizona. Miami, Arizona. I've been there, and I can't wait to go back to Arizona. NP Val, thank you for that super chat. You're a kind person. We love following you. Thanks for sharing. And then again, I missed another NP Val. I don't know why I'm not. It's not showing me. For 10 months as a chief pelican head. Let me try to go back and see. There's something odd about this. Must be an incompatibility between StreamYard, which is what I'm using, and those membership posts. More research shall go into this. And let's give some love here to Facebook. We have Sulema Gomez on Facebook. Robert, good to see you. Hey, say hello to la leyenda, Roberto. And of course, our friends Robert and Sue from Waynesville, North Carolina. Um, well, there you go, Big Jim Slade, aka Santee Klaus. We left AT&T after 20 years. We switched to Spectrum Mobile. It's $29.99 per month for 2 lines. It is a Verizon service. We might do that. I mean, we've been with AT&T since it was called Cellular One. I mean, this we're talking late '90s. So, Chef at large, you are Latino from South Florida. We have some of the worst neighborhoods in the country. I doubt any of the neighborhoods that you talk about compared to some of the places we have here. I probably agree, but I know where they are, and I don't go there. I know my South Florida, and but some other areas, sometimes you end up in the part of town that you perhaps don't want to be at. So. Aaron Romano, Robert's catchphrases. More research shall go into this. See you on the road. Fly Pelican. Maybe next time. And it's a commanding view. Well, commanding view I stole from Rick Steves, but all the other ones I believe are mine. Yeah, I guess a lot of you have left AT&T. Okay, AT. Maybe I should short that stock, huh? Uh, from Putnik Uprolazu. Hello to our favorite character. Our kids love your shows. Greetings from the beautiful ancient city on the Danube River, Smederevo, Eastern Serbia. One of these days, man. And that's one of my goals after next year. I want to start doing a little more international travel, without leaving my roots as an RVer, but oh, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Good morning to those of you. Well, Natalie Driscoll is here now, but if she was in Australia, I would tell her good morning. And what are your top 5 campground RV park pet peeves? Well, I think this would be everybody's pet peeve is the one when your neighbors walk through your campground, your campsite. And a lot of people don't know. A lot of new people, they don't know the etiquette for that. Uh, on level sites, I mean, it's not that difficult to level site. Uh, Poorly placed sewer dumps, or the ones that are too high, or the ones that are that the thread doesn't work, those kinds of things. What are pet peeve about mm, depending on the campground, I think 5 miles per hour, or some of them are 3 miles per hour. I think that's a little too slow, especially when you have a huge campground. It would take you half an hour to get to the front, or to exit. um, but then again, some people are for that, so it's a controversial subject. I only got to four. I really don't have that many pet peeves. I know there will be another one, but if I can think of one, I will. But MP, no. Ooh, what happened here? Did I miss Mick Zupan? Thank you for that super chat. And thank you once again for that super chat. Thank you once again. Yeah, the Blackwater incidents. Yeah, but I don't blame. I felt so bad for the campground. That's not a campground pet peeve. That was just a sewer malfunction. Let's just call it that way. And I'm blaming the honey wagon guy. uh, John Mason Smith, if you're 55 plus, it's hard to beat the T-Mobile Magenta plan with true unlimited data and unlimited hotspot. Includes Canadian roaming, no fees, no taxes, 45 per phone. I only got like three and a half years. Oh, man, I'm getting old. 3.5 years left. Uh, Nothing beats Robert's picturesque with a commanding view. And Mick Zupa, and I got my drone today. I call it storm chasing and campground speculation drone. That's how I sell it to the missus. All right, yeah. Drones are fun. They're cool. At the beginning, they're scary, but once you get the hang of it. And from Maxine Oliver, happy Friday, Mother's Day to all the moderators and members. Cheers, and to everybody. Yes. I'm starting to get hungry. We're gonna eat something right after the live stream. That's for sure. Mhm. Randall, hey Robert, it's Randall. Hey Randall, how you doing, man? I was thinking about you the other day because Minitini was dirty. Minitini 4, the new one. In Florida and in the South in general, we have these little creatures called love bugs. And those love bugs, man, they stick to. But in Pelicamp, I had the conditions to clean it. But I was thinking of making a side trip to Jacksonville for sure. Aaron Romano, you said in the podcast that if you crash this drone, you will get the $2,000 one. Robert, in the next podcast. So you crash my DJI Mavic soon. No, I'm not gonna do it. Okay. By the way, this is new shirt. I don't know if you noticed. Gotta run. Take care. Hey, take care, Neon Pony. See you on the next one. And Jen on Wheels, thank you for that super chat. We are in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania for Mother's Day weekend and my husband's birthday. Would you mind singing happy birthday to Jason? He turns the big 4-2. 4-2. I'm even going to bring the guitar. Let's do it. Let's do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jason. Happy birthday. I forgot the chords. Day to you. Happy birthday. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, one of those lovely towns that I kind of explored in a little bit of a rush when I did. So we'll be back. Love bugs, worst I ever encountered was in East Texas. Had to stop twice to wash them off the windshield, and they don't come off, you know. And my tip for that is you invited to our wedding from Milliput, Philippines. Hey, maybe we'll make the trek. In my experience, if you go to certain truck stops, they have like the best soap for you to clean the windshield. But then the car is another story. I took him to this place here. It's on Flagler Street and I want to say 53rd Avenue, something like that in Miami. They do a pretty good job. It's like three couples, the three couples and they work in tandem. Like one couple, takes your car. They do it all by hand, and they're good. A little pricey, but they do a good job. Didn't you lose your drone near Pelicamp? Did you ever locate it again? Nope, that drone is gone. Somewhere there. Maybe if I get me a pontoon boat, I'll explore the area. Robert, if you get the love bugs splattered on Starship or Minitini 4, make sure you wash them off within 24 hours or else they will eat through the paint. Yeah, I did that. I did on Starship. I took a little longer. It took like 4 days, but these people did a great job taking them off. And maybe you can branch out and have "Birthday" by the Beatles as an alternate option. Yeah, maybe I should because "Happy Birthday" was under copyright until not long ago. Alec, Robert, what park do you like more, Teton or Yellowstone? I mean, you have to go with Yellowstone because of the uniqueness of it and the size of it and the variety of landscapes. I mean, Teton is nice, but it's for the most part the beautiful three mountains. Yeah, they're great hikes and lakes, and there's a lot of things to do. But Yellowstone definitely has more for everybody. You know, from Mimi Molina on Facebook. Hello, Mr. Morales. Love your videos. Thank you. Let me see who else is here. Aaron Romano, the Philippines are easy to get to. All you have to do is make a beeline to California and then just simply drive across the Pacific Ocean. I'm waiting. They were going to build a bridge, right? A bridge over troubled waters. And Robert, what do you think about MiFi Verizon Orbic 100 gigs for $70 a month? Um, I'm going to go through those 100 gigs within 2 weeks, but seems to be a good deal. I did get the Verizon at some point. I even got the MiFi and I paid for the data plan. But the thing is, after whatever, I think I had like, it may have been 60. But after those 60, they throttled you down to 128K. And that's not usable nowadays. You know, back in 1999, I would have settled for that. But does wax keep the love bugs from sticking so much? Probably. I did wax Starship before the trip to get Minitini 4. I don't even know which Minitini I'm on now, but they still stick. They're nasty bugs, man. I mean, they have a good thing. They don't bite. They're a nuisance, but they don't bite. But when it comes to the car, oh man. From Jordi Cairo. Hi, Robert. What do the love bugs look like? As kids, we call the VW bug love bugs or slug bugs. But what are these? These are they're it's very love bugs. They're dark. They're yeah. This is a good picture. Let me see if I can share my screen here, and it would be the love bugs tab. I'm learning as I go along here with this software that I'm using now. Share screen, and here we go. Love bugs. That's what they look like right there. That's a good picture there with this one. Can I make it bigger? No. So and they usually fly together in tandem when they are mating, and let me tell you, they don't bother me that much. Woo, what? Here I am. Here we go. Yeah, as I was saying. From Mix Zupan, I just found your Milwaukee video. You did pick great places. Network, love the video. Happy to see you where you were. Next time I can take you on. I know a guy Milwaukee tour. Let me know, sir. Absolutely, I would love to go to Milwaukee, and there's a chance that in September we might be going back to oh, excuse me, for Wisconsin. Any major hikes planned for the Alaska trip? Something on the level of Angels Landing on Yosemite Falls? No, no. I still have to wait for my ankle to heal properly. I'll probably do a hike. I'll see if there's something cool in Denali, or hike there's a glacier hike that is in Valdez, so I might do those. But to be honest, I haven't had the time to micromanage the trip to that level. I know where I want to be more or less in each date, but eventually uh, we'll be able to do that. I'll be able to pick and choose which hikes I want to do. I want to keep it under 5 miles and not too much elevation. And Adventures with Mark and Sonoko, they just opened all major roads in Yellowstone today. They turned the geysers on too. Oh, that's great, because I really was hoping to see Old Faithful again. Uh, and we have a new member, Jeff Watkins. Thank you for being a chief executive producer. Oh, upgraded membership to executive producer. That doesn't say it here, but it says it there. Thank you so much. Now I have to update my credits, and thank you. I really appreciate it. And Shurini, thank you for that super chat. Hi, Robert. My husband and I are looking forward to your Alaska trip. You and I'm really looking forward to it. And of course, you have to take all these trips with an open mind, and think that some things may not happen as planned, but that's part of the fun too. By the way, first super chat from Shurini, so thank you very much. By the way, travelingrobert.com is my website. Remy just updated it, and now on the apparel store we have new T-shirts with Starship and Mini Tini 4. So check them out. So oh, good tip. Don Lindquist, to put some dish soap in a gallon of water, or in a used milk gallon jug. Use old newspaper, and live bugs come right off. Get rid of bugs anywhere. Now, where do I find an old newspaper? That would be the the challenge. What are your favorite national parks? We're visiting Acadia National Park this summer, and unpopular opinion here, Acadia is not one of them. But it's I mean, it's not a bad national park, not a bad place, but I wouldn't put it in my top 10. I mean, it's definitely top 5 for the eastern United States, but I would have to go with Grand Canyon, Glacier, Yosemite. Yosemite is like being inside an Avatar movie. It's that kind of thing. I would put let's call one of the great national parks in, let's call Canyonlands, and there's I'm trying to think, but I mean, yeah, they are pretty much all on the Western United States. Duke Chips, thank you for that super chat. Any mini tiny lunches during your long trip? Probably not. I was thinking of doing one right before. The timing might not work. We'll see. We'll see. Mr. Roberto, yikes! Acadia National Park in the falls is outstanding. Maybe I went in the fall, but maybe I went the wrong time of the year. Maybe my mindset was the one that Acadia would have been better if you had been able to see the sunrise. Yeah, it was. I have to give Acadia another chance. So that's why I called it an unpopular opinion, because uh, it's one of those that. And of course, let's call in the eastern United States, Smoky Mountains would be my other favorite. There's so much to do and see, so many uh, things. Yeah, we're not getting too many comments from Facebook. So Custer in South Dakota. Yeah, Custer. The thing with Custer, It should be a national park, but it's only a state park. But yeah, definitely Custer. um it's, let's call them parks. Custer is top 10 of parks in general. Uh, I love Grand Teton, Yellowstone, and Grand Canyon and Antelope Island. Yes, and how come you forgot Death Valley? Yes, yes. Let's call the fifth one is going to be Death Valley. I always forget Death Valley, and you see, it's very very hard to come up with a top five, top 10 list. I would put Monument Valley as one of the top ones too, but that's not a national park. That's a tribal park. So you see what I mean? Just did the Corona Arch outside Moab. Am I the only one that found 20-foot stretch between the top of the chain and the bottom of the ladder terrifying? That's one that I want to do the next time I go to Utah, which I wanted to do this past winter, but I broke my leg. I broke my ankle. What can you do? Dryer sheets will take the love bugs right off. It worked for us. Well, it's something to try, and you are a fellow South Floridian, so you would know, right? And Tyson Sparks, I'm still here. Welcome to all the folks watching us on Facebook too. I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing a if I'm gonna keep doing this multicast to Facebook, and we're also on Twitter. I don't think on Twitter you can comment, but Christy B man, hey, I'm commenting. Hope all is good for you, Anili. We're good. We're good. We're super excited to go on this Alaska trip. What about an underrated national park in the Western United States? Heading there this fall. Under the Radar National Park in Western United States, headed there this fall. Ah, let me think about that one. Thank you, Johnny Kite Bartolo, for that super chat. We have the itch here to go north from Pompano Beach. Oh, I have the itch everywhere, man. I'm scratching all over the place. And now from Facebook, hey, Robert, have you ever camped in a truck camper? No, not yet. I haven't camped in a tent either. So, uh, Tyson Sparks been living in a motorhome for 4 months now in Ohio. There you go. Congratulations. And went to Acadia and wish had visited late fall to see the trees changing in colors and not be so cold. Um, yeah, the fall is something that we don't experience here in South Florida, but it's I last 2 years ago we did Vermont and New Hampshire. And what are your top four national parks in Colorado? I haven't been to that many national parks in Colorado, but if we can make some changing plans going to Alaska, we're gonna change that. I definitely want to see a Garden of the Gods, and what's the other one? The Sand Dunes, and oh, there's Rocky Mountain National Park, which would be my favorite one because I think it's the only one that I visited in Colorado. Young Dave, I have a tradition of visiting Yosemite at least once every year. My favorite secret hike is Turtleback Dome. Don't tell anyone. Turtleback Dome. I have to add a little star there. Turtleback Dome. Turtleback Dome, California. Well, it's not a secret anymore because next time I'm not going back to Yosemite, and you're so lucky to be able to visit every year. That's kind of like my favorite national park. How long will you be in Alaska? Is Eddie and Illy actually going to? Yes, she is going as well. And we're gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be almost a month getting there, almost a month there, and then almost a month heading back. So about 3 months all. Robert tries ceramic coating. The love bugs will slide off without a mark. We gotta do that next. Robert, have you ever visited Big Bend National Park in West Texas? Not yet, not yet. We're heading there this summer and looking for your recommendations. I haven't been able to make it there yet. I've been meaning to make it there twice already on our trips to the west, and we haven't, but we will eventually. That's my goal is to spend several months out west sometime next year. after the Tampa RV show. Michelle Goulet, thank you for that super chat. Hey, Robert, watching from our campsite on Lake Hartwell, South Carolina, with a travel trailer that your videos inspired my husband and I to buy. Love your videos. Well, thank you and enjoy. Have a great weekend there. Happy Mother's Day. Have a great weekend at Lake Hartwell, South Carolina. There's so many places. So many places. I would love to visit that. A lifetime would not be enough, I think, or 10 lifetimes for that matter. From the Spears. We love watching you guys and all your adventures. We haven't missed an episode yet. Do you have any advice on how to work and travel full time? Well, you have to first, and that's the hardest part, right? Find a job that allows you to work remotely, and then it's also hard finding reliable internet. And yeah, you have to travel a little slower. That you know, you're gonna be able to see less, of course, because you're trying. You know, part of your routine is traveling from the road. Ideally, would be a job where you don't have to be on the clock like 9 to 5, where you could work like, I don't know, 3 p.m. to midnight or some other um, schedule, because usually the things that you want to see are before 5. They don't have like tours at 7 p.m. unless it is like a ghost tour or something like that, and we're not really into that. So you know what I mean. The Lost RVers, thank you for that super chat. Hello, Robert. Must be getting excited. Time to go. Thank you. Yeah, very excited, man. Very excited, Mike. And did you get a new cell phone? I saw something about that on YouTube. Um, Mark Ansonoko, after your Alaska trip is completely finished, what will be your next big trip be? I'm thinking Baja, and then Spain. So we might do a little bit of the Spanish speaking world here and there, but I don't know yet. We haven't planned that far ahead. I know this Alaska trip is gonna get me through videos wise until the end of the year or past, way into 2024. Not way into 24, but like January for sure. um so I don't think I'm gonna be traveling much like October, November, December. Maybe we'll do a little bit of North Florida. Spend some time at Pelicamp. I bought Pelicamp, and yes, you did. Sometimes I do things like that unconsciously. Wayne Petrie have 8 more from Facebook, watching us on Facebook. I have 8 more days of teaching before I retire from the U.S. workforce. Your videos have inspired us to get out to see more of the not so touristy places. Hey, enjoy that retirement, and have fun. Have fun. Now the fun begins. Hey, Papo. Hello, everyone. Hi, Mom. Hi, Robert and Colin McSherry. Robert, thinking about a cruise you've been on one. I think Alaska will be called. Alaska cruise will be great. I've been on a total of, I believe, 3 cruises in my life, and they were all in the Caribbean, and not counting the one that I worked on. I worked for 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks? I don't think I lasted 2 weeks. It was like a temporary job, and I just took it for fun to see what it was like. I didn't like it. I was the DJ on a cruise ship called the Dolphin in the early 90s. Oliver DeVries, Robert, did you mention a while back that you wanted to do a polar bear plunge on your birthday in Alaska? I know your birthday is in the summer. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on my birthday. That was gonna be for uh, actually for my 49th birthday. We were gonna do it in 2020. Then in 2021 for my 50th, that didn't happen either. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to time it. Actually, let me see. No, we're not gonna. I'm not gonna be able to do it on my birthday. It's gonna be in late June if I do it in Dead Horse in Prudhoe Bay, or maybe early August if we get to do it in Tuktoyaktuk. But yeah, I would love to do the polar bear, dunk. No, what do you call it? And David Jones says Yosemite is also my favorite national park so far. I have not visited all the national parks yet. Yosemite is up there. I mean, it's one of those things that is incomprehensible. You know, those. I mean, when you see Yosemite Falls, which I believe is the tallest waterfall in the lower 48 at least, and that waterfall, I did a slow motion on my phone, but that waterfall looks like it's coming down in slow motion, like in real life. It's one of those things that it's for your brain to comprehend. It's hard for your brain to comprehend. Mhm. From Jim and Bron, hey Robert, we love watching your videos. We are Aussie entertainers and radio DJs. As a muso myself, singer musician, I'm impressed by the background music you create. Cheers, Jamie Redfern, and thank you so much. I really enjoyed making some of that background music, and I would love to make something um, new for Alaska. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to take my. I mean, it's the trailer is too small for that kind of thing. But I would I will definitely make some new music for Alaska at some point when we come back. Having been planning to this Alaska trip since 2019, yes, because we were in Alaska back in 2010, and that was going to be the 20th anniversary, and I almost made reservations and at the Denali and all that, and then 2020 happened. California City has some cheap land close to Sequoia. Interesting. I would be interested in that. California taxes, though, that's the only thing. Um, we went to RV to a cruise, the 61 Carry on Route 66, to a cruise port and do land and sea tour. Do you know of others besides Florida? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a cruising expert, so I'm not gonna RV to a cruise port. I don't know if they have like RV parking. I don't, maybe. Well, what's the one? Port Canaveral. You have that jetty park right there, so you could probably park the RV at Jetty Park and take the cruise from Port Canaveral. North Florida season will be great to watch. All the natural spring caverns. Yeah, I've been meaning to do that one too since I bought Pelicamp, and you know how it is. From Old Coot Camper, if you can time your trip to Spain in August, make sure to see Las Festas de Gracia in Barcelona. It's awesome. It's definitely not going to be in August. Um, I mean, that would be great to see. But the thing with, I mean, I lived in Spain for a year, many years ago. Spain is very hot in summer, and a lot of people live the city in summertime. A lot of people have like cottages in small towns in the countryside, and I don't think it's a good time to visit. Um, my plan is to visit like in spring, early spring, like right now. That would have been like last. If I hadn't broken my leg, April 23 would have been the time I would have been there. William Kowalski, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Just a little help from your friends. With a little help of my friends, we'll be watching you on your Alaska trip. Good luck. Bill and Janice, thank you so much. Thank you for that super chat. It really, it's probably my biggest expense of the whole trip is going to be gas, right? From Ivan Josie RV Journey, based on your research, when is the best time to enter Canada and Alaska? When should one start heading back? Well, I'm gonna time it so I can be in Fairbanks for the Midnight Sun Festival, which is like, well, the solstice is the 21st, right? It's the weekend after. I forget the exact date. Well, I have my calendar here with me, so it's gonna be June 24th. So I'm planning on crossing into Alaska sometime in the second week of June, more or less, maybe third. And then for the return trip, I want to wait long enough so it gets dark, so I maybe can see the northern lights. So I'm thinking crossing back into the United States sometime in the first week of August. That's kind of. Debbie Coral Peterhans, would you rent an RV from talking to us from Facebook? Would you rent an RV in Spain or stay in hotels? I'm gonna rent a camper van, and and this year I almost did. I almost did. I had made that reservation, and all I had to do was like check out, and they keep sending me emails, but I never did the checkout. So Port Canaveral has RV parking lots in most terminals, so that's good to know. So some of the things that I don't know because cruising is not my. Although I do want to go on a cruise, I'm thinking if we get to go to Spain next spring, I want to take one of those repositioning cruises that that maybe lives from Fort Lauderdale or New York, one of the ports, and do it like in the 50s. People used to cross the Atlantic on a boat instead of uh, flying, right? Where's the red Jaguar tonight? Good question. He's probably camping without internet. A young Dave going to Paso Robles tomorrow to see the Sensorio Field of Light. Really looking forward to it. It's a magical place, man. All right, everybody. What's the blue box and red box on the chat? Like this red box, we are simulcasting to Facebook as well. So you have a red box because you're watching on YouTube. But for example, Debbie Carl Peter Hans has a blue box because she's watching on Facebook. And I'm trying something new, like I did last week from Pelicamp. Last week from Pelicamp was, but then thank you, Debbie. I'm definitely living the dream, and sometimes I get stressed out and take it for granted. But then I wake up and I'm like, no, why should I complain? Jordi K. I already answered that question. I have not been to Big Bend. But it's in the plans someday. I would love to. Nevada has some cheap land. Taxes too low. 250 per acre. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. All right, everybody, I'm gonna start wrapping this up. I didn't realize, we've gone overtime here, almost at 7:07 p.m. I kind of like the old software I used to use that showed the time here somewhere. So I might go back to that next week. And I'm gonna use this one when the internet is like iffy. Also, I'm out of beer. So, everybody, thank you so much for choosing to spend 1 hour of your Friday evening with me here, and I really really appreciate every one of you being here. Somebody wanted to hear Desert Rain. I don't know. I'm a little rusty. Desert rain, wipe away the dust, knowing pain. Desert rain all turns into mud, but it'll drain, and the wash turns into a creek or a split, and the flowers will grow far away in the desert rain. I said, everybody, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers here in the chat in the house, mothers, grandmothers, future mothers, and happy trails to you all, because I'm riding in my RV wherever I want to be, because I'm free in my RV. Yeah, I'm riding I'm riding in my RV wherever I want to be. Oh, look at this hair. It's sticking out. Because I'm free in my RV. Good night, everybody. Happy Mother's Day. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next Friday. Same time, same Flagami Studio, most likely. Good night or good morning, wherever you are.